This is Haunted Hospital, a new little series that I'm going to do, and this is the first Blockout video. I'm going to do this in imperial measurements, whatever measurements I'm going to actually use for this here. All right, and let's start by making our own little character. Okay, let's bring that guy up, and let's bring the 3D cursor, make sure it's there, and set the origin to the 3D cursor for him. And I'm going to make him like 6 feet tall. Scale Shift Z to make him a bit thinner. Alright, so that's going to be the height of my character there. And let's see. Let's look from the front. And start by making this, let's say if it was 8 feet, no, I'm going to do 12 feet wide. A big corridor. And let's try just dragging this down. Long hallway like this. Let's try that. Alright, so this is say 25 feet long, maybe. Let's try Shift-D, rotate Y90 for walls. And I'm going to turn on snap. Turn that off. Snap to edge. Let's just see what it's like if I was to mirror this across. Okay. I do want these nice and tall ceilings. Okay. We start with this, and then what I thought we would do is I'm going to try just for now, I'm going to angle this out like this. And those may be a little bit tall. We'll see how we feel, because I want some big windows in there. I'm going to leave it like that for now. And let's take this piece and let's just duplicate it down here and snap it and bring it in, and I'll select those in E and SX, and we'll bring them out, and then let's just bring that back to there, back to there. Looking through, might want it a bit wider actually, but I'm not sure. And then let's take this piece and Shift-D, rotate X90, bring it back. I'm going to turn on cavity, not that we're going to see much in shadows. Let's take this piece here, bring it up. I'll leave those, eventually I'll make a door there. Okay, I think I want it wider than this. No, not necessarily. I can always widen that later. Let's start with that. And then let's come into here. Let's shut off the mirror for the moment. Come into here, and I want 3 windows. I think I'll do that, and then I'll scale it in the Y. And then Control B. I want them wider than the person. Around Maybe something like that. Okay, I want them to go up to near the top. And I'll have some other stuff down here. I want them to be sort of long and narrow. Let's try putting in 3 edge loops. And taking this one and bringing it up. And this one doing this. And then let's try, let's see, let's shift alt and click the whole thing and then deselect these, bring it down. Yeah, that's probably okay. I'm just thinking if I get rid of that. Something along that line, I think. Yeah, so let's see, let's get rid of those. Delete those faces and then select these. And then I'll Shift D and snap it to there. Shift D, snap it to here. Oh. To there. Let's turn the mirror back on. Okay. Let's come in and merge by distance. So we have our holes here. And I do think I'm going to widen this, am I? That's what I think. I want a couple pieces of equipment there. No, not necessarily. Let's say we come down to here and I scale this in the X. I want some big double doors. Everything's going to look big and imposing. And this close to the level of that one. Again, I could change that. So for the moment, I'm just going to delete that. I'm not going to do more work on that part yet. Alright, so that's a decent start. So let's come in here and maybe select, I don't know, maybe do the whole thing. And bring the 3D cursor there. And turn the mirror off. And create a little arched window. And that'll be all we'll do for this one. I'm going to leave it at the default. And we're going to rotate Y90. So I just wanted this for the hole. We'll start with that E and S. Come in. And let's go into wireframe and box select all these bottom ones here. Get rid of those and box select there and extrude down. I'll just make it a little bit bigger so that it covers the window area. Let's pull this out. Alright, that's about what I'm looking for. So I'm going to extrude that back a ways through, and I'm going to get rid of those faces now. I'm going to get rid of these faces. Yeah, like that. Okay, and for this, let's just do something simple. Control R there, and Control B and pull, and we'll make a space relatively large, like that. And we'll take this, Shift Alt and click there, and let's go E and Alt S and push to pull it in. So we have that so far, and then let's see, just a little bit of a bevel on it. In fact, I'm going to grab this whole thing and pull it out some more, and Shift Alt and click the edges, and let's Control B and bevel, pull quite a bit, and roll my mouse up maybe 2. We're going to end up shade smooth, and I probably will put a subdivision of 1 on there, and just to keep it smooth. I'm not worried too much about polys in this one. And I think I will just, you know, maybe we'll bevel just with total of 1 extra edge in there, sharpen that up. And I may pull this back, Shift Alt and click here, just to give more surface area to attach something to there. And that's kind of the design, just pretty simple for that. Now, what have I got going on down here? Let's just focus on that and get rid of any extra faces. Like this face here. And this one here. I'll leave that off for now. I mean, you can do any design you want on this. And let's see if it's worth doing something else. You know. Maybe. And then we will have a plane, bring in a plane, and we'll come across these things, scale that in the X, and I don't care about the back, you are never going to see out the back. We'll have that, just extrude it down, just a thin piece like that, and I think I will get rid of that back face, and we'll take this and we'll either put a bevel modifier on it or we'll bevel it by hand. Do that for the moment. I'm going to bring that in. I think I will copy this down. I'll scale it in the Y out a bit and pull it out this way. Put an edge loop down here. Let's take this forward to about there. And then I'm going to, let's see if I can pull. Let me do it that way. Okay, let's just select that one, scale Z. And we'll have that. Okay, just that whole thing. There we go, okay. We'll have some stuff underneath it. That's what I'm coming up with. Let's have a look, by the way, at who's doing what. You're not going to see through these windows, all right? They're going to be blacked out. It's going to be nighttime and reflective glass. Wouldn't want the patients to see outside. All right, like that. And then we'll have some stuff on the inside there. There's going to be a piece of glass up here. Let's start with this. Let's make it a bit bigger. Let's inset. Get get rid of that. I think I'm going to bevel this by hand a little bit. Like this. And actually this one's going to be out in front. There's going to be another one in behind. So I may lengthen that out a bit. Alright, so what I'll do is I will take one of these faces here, Shift-D. I'll break it out for the moment, and I'm going to scale this in the X to make it thinner, and extrude it out a little bit like this. And I'm going to make some bars that go across. Just before I do, I'm going to focus on that, and I'll get rid of some faces. This top face I won't need, and this one, and I'll select the whole thing, and I'll bevel like this. Alright, I'll just do that. Okay, let's try an array. It will come out in the Y. So we'll zero out the X, and we'll just up the count a bit and see. Let's say if we did 7. We'd have that, and maybe we would come in and we'd Shift-D, rotate X 90. I'll get rid of the array though. Let's take one of these around the middle. Scale that in the Y. Make sure it goes in. And there's a bit of room to come out in front, just like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the array, and I'm going to join those because I can still move that, and then I'll move the whole thing back a little bit. Get the X, and we'll see. Yeah, like that. I come back here. I'm going to grab this part of the window. Again, you're not going to see this part really. And I want that there because in behind it. Okay. So what if I did that, and what if I took this again? I'll join that later. Shift-D, just get an idea. I'll change the size of this a bit. And this one in behind now. So really this one would have to fit in behind. Slide in behind. Doesn't have to be perfect, but something like that. And then, okay. So let's see. Bring that up just a little bit more. And bring this one up. And then I thought we could go in here and take this bottom part and just do, no, I got a better one there, right? Okay. All right, then let's see. That kind of a thing. Yeah, that kind of a thing. Okay. I'll have a look at this later. I'll probably delete some edges and sharpen it up. That's for a later time. And let's take these. Actually, let's just take one, Control L, Shift D, pull it down. Let's make it a little bit wider. Let's break it out and see what it's like in here. Let's just focus on this and that piece with the slash key. And we'll look from the side there, come in wireframe on this piece alone. Pull that in. And we'll just do, I mean, I can mirror it, I suppose. Want to look and see. Yeah, that's all right. I'll just put one cross. All right, I will apply that and come in and grab one, Shift-D, rotate X 90. Scale in the Y a little bit. And maybe just make it a little bit thinner and pull it back. Okay, and I think this is a bit too busy for me. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I will have glass here, glass in here, and in here. Maybe I'll put something on there. I'm going to make that a new collection, and I'm going to call that window. And just for the moment, I'm going to bring this in as a new collection or an instance, and origin to 3D cursor and geometry to origin. Come in close, and we'll just have a look at this, and we'll wrap this up at that point. I'm just going to copy them down like that to see. We will we'll bring back the mirror on that. Let's just have a look at this. Yeah, everything's good. Alright, so that is what we're coming up with. I need a piece of wood going across here. And I'll put some of these in different positions and different levels of disarray, I guess, broken pieces and stuff. Maybe a bit of wood boarding across there. And that's the general idea, have those on that side. So let's have a look at maybe taking a piece of this like this, Shift D, let's pull that out. Okay, so let's put that, let's break that out and just put that in the regular scene collection, so it's not instance like that. Let's scale that in the Z, and let's bring it down here. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to bring it down here, and okay, and imagine it comes back about maybe that thick. I'm going to get rid of that face. Now it's going to come in and not be quite as, what's going on here? As I extruded it, not as quite as wide as this frame. So like kind of like that. And I'll cut it here in a minute. And we'll just come out to there. Let's get rid of that face for the moment. Might not have to do anymore, or I might wrap it around, I'm not sure. Just like this. Okay, let's see. I don't want to do this. Let's try Shift D, rotate Z 90. We are not going to see around the corners. Okay, let's just focus on these two pieces here. All right, but in case I see the corner, I might want to have this. Joining up. So just for now, I'm going to bring an edge loop down here, and I'll snap it there. And we will, let's see, and just make this, we will make this fit. We'll snap it like that, and just look in here. Anything I need to get rid of? Well, that's good enough. Bring that back, and that's okay, just sitting like that. Actually, could probably come, which way am I going? Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so with that done there, let's come into it now and just bring an edge loop under there, and an edge loop under there, and then select there and just delete, and do that all along here. Now these windows here, I can tell, are not out enough, these ones here. All right, the instance copies, which will happen, they're not quite in the right position, which is all right. So as you can see here, I can just select them and look down from the top and just sort of match this one a little bit. So and I'll take it again and come like that, similar to that. Okay, so then if I take this wall, we come back, and I'll take this piece, let's put the 3D cursor right back there. We'll wrap it up after this. So we'll take this and we'll set the origin of the 3D cursor, and I'll mirror that over. I'll at least have that, and then of course, well, I mean, I could take these just for the fun of it for now. These are just instance, so my poly count's not going up. I'll do this rotate Z 180, and it's actually not bad right there. All right, maybe I'll take one more, because I can easily get rid of these, put them in or get rid of them, so that we get a full sense and whether or not this is the right size for all of this. Double check here. Yeah, okay, this guy. Yep. Of course, you know, all the windows are open to the same position and everything right now, but that's the general idea of what we're getting. Up here, we're going to have big arched doorways. We're going to have broken glass. We're going to have something up here. I may raise the ceiling a little bit more and obviously put on a ceiling. But that is what we get so far for the haunted hospital. Okay? All right, so we'll leave it at that, and we'll come back and do some more.